Is 2016 launch E-M1 Mark II still a valid choice for you? In this video I will tell you a few things to consider if you are planning on getting this Pro kit. Hi there, my name is Peter Forsgard and I am an Olympus visionary and a professional photographer from Helsinki, Finland. And before we start talking about this Pro kit, please consider subscribing to my channel and hit that bell so you get notified when there is a new video online. And remember, my channel is all about you getting to be a better photographer and also about Olympus gear. But let's start. And yeah, there is one more thing I need to say before we start. This video is sponsored by Olympus. They asked me to do this video about this Pro kit combination. And the reason is that there is a campaign and this video includes a discount code where you can get, well, I'm not gonna tell you how much off. You need to watch the video to the end to see what the code is and how much you get off. As I said right at the beginning that this camera, E-M1 Mark II, is from 2016 and the lens 12-40mm 2.8 is even older, it's from 2013. So is this Pro kit still worth getting and using? And what comes to using this kit, this Pro kit? I use it every day, so that's easy to answer. It's still a very good combination to use in your everyday photography. And since I'm a pro photographer, also in pro use, no problem using this combination. But let's start with those 4 things why you should consider getting this combination. It's a perfect combination. 12-40mm lens is one of those standard zoom lenses, and this combination is the best combination for all-around photography. Having a great pro-grade body and a pro-grade 12-40mm lens. And this combination is most likely the most used combo that I have used. I know that the 12-40mm f2.8 lens is the lens that I've used the most. And in many cases it has been attached to this E-M1 Mark II body. So I bet it is the most used combination. And the reason is, as I already mentioned, is that it's the best all-around combination. A standard zoom lens with a pro-grade body. What could be better? And the second reason is great features. E-M1 Mark II was packed with great features out of the box with firmware 1.0. And now it's going on 3 point something. And so it has gotten 2 major upgrades. Firmware upgrades that has added features. And that's a big reason to get the OMD E-M1 system cameras, are the features. And here is a list of some of the great features that this camera has. And as you saw, the list is quite long. And we have to remember that Olympus is a great company in that sense that they have upgraded their older cameras quite frequently. The latest firmware upgrade for this one came about a year ago. And we have to remember that E-M1, the original E-M1, had 3 major upgrades. So there might be still one more to come to this camera. But this is not a promise or anything. This is my speculation, which is based on what happened with E-M1. But we have to see if there will be a next one. But great features is one really good reason to consider getting this combination. This combination is a great upgrade. Let's say that you have EM10 system cameras. This will lift up your photography. I know photography is not about gear, but having good gear that can be used in any conditions and has a very good grip, because this is a lot better to hold than the EM10 system cameras. It has a better grip for your hand. And having a better grip, you have a better hold in your camera and the usability is a lot better. And also this camera can be customized a lot more than EM10 system cameras, for example. There's a lot more customizable buttons and dials on this one to make it work best for you. So all that means that it's a lot more fun and a lot easier to make those images. And that's where the camera gear comes to help you to make better images. And then of course weather sealing is an important thing. It doesn't matter what the weather is, if it's freezing cold or there is dust or moist or it's raining and snowing, whatnot. It doesn't really matter for the camera. You can use it. And remember, there's no bad weather for photography, because in bad weather you can get really great images. And then when I was talking about the grip, I forgot to mention the IBIS. You have a lot better IBIS on this one compared to, let's say, like an EM10 system cameras. And then there is one more thing. It's the dual card slots. So you can have 2 memory cards on this one. It's a good thing to be able to have backups of your images, so you can record or store the images simultaneously to both cards, or you can have RAWs on the other card, and then you might have JPEGs on the other if you want. Or you can use them so that when the first card comes full, you can continue to the second one. So you have a lot more room for your images. Let's say that you're traveling and you don't want to carry any extra things. You can have 2 memory cards and that's it. And then there is one pro tip that many people use. They never use the memory card slot 2 for storing images. It's only storing the memory card. So if you forget to bring your memory card, then you always have a spare one in slot 2. That can be also a very good thing, because it has happened to me. I've gone out for a shoot without memory cards. So after that, I've always had a memory card in the card slot 2. So that I won't never forget a memory card in the future. And then there is one more thing, and the code. But let's continue. And yeah, one more thing that I forgot is that also, if you already have one OMD body, this could be a good backup body, because sometimes it's a good thing to have 2 bodies. You can either have a backup, so if something happens to your body, you can send it to repair and you still have a camera. Or if you're wandering around in the park like I'm doing now, you might have a shorter zoom on this one, and then you have this other body with the longer zoom, because there are lots of things to photograph. There are birds in the trees, and there might be some things in the ground that you might want to need a wide angle and sometimes a telephoto. So you don't need to switch lenses. You have 2 bodies, both have different lenses. Let's say that you have the 12-40 and 40-150. Well, that's a pretty amazing combination. And then the fourth reason is the price right now. There's a campaign that Olympus has put up for this Pro Kit combination of E-M1 MKII and the M.Zuiko 12-40mm 2.8 Pro lens. With this code, you can get 25% off in Europe and in the US. And in Europe, those places where you have the Olympus Online store. There will be links in the description of this video to those stores. And remember, using this code, you can get 25% off. And that's a good deal. That's a lot of money off from this great combination. So consider those things that I said in the video about this camera and how it might be worthwhile either getting a backup body or upgrading, or if you're new to Olympus world, now it's a good time to start using Olympus cameras, because this is a really good deal. And it's valid from 30th of July 2020 all the way up to 3rd of August 2020. So if you're watching this after that, I'm sorry you missed the deal. And here are some videos about E-M1 MKII, and the other video is about the 12-40mm 2.8. Those videos might be something that you might want to watch if you are still considering and have not decided. But hey, thanks for watching, and bye for now.